Hey folks, this is Show Me Go Explore here once again, bringing you something really cool that's been found on the side of the road here. Actually, it's an interstate, so you're going to be hearing quite a bit of traffic. That's fine. We have found a building. It is owned, but it is completely uninhabited and it might as well be abandoned, but it's beautiful. Why don't we take a look at what used to be a molasses processing facility that got wiped out by the flood of 1993, right here in mid-Missouri. Such an incredible building, and we are very fortunate to be able to come out here and video capture it and share it with you. Once again, guys, one of the fascinating things about what we're doing here is it's all legal. We've obtained all permission from everyone who owns any of these establishments. Therefore, we're allowed to show this stuff straight to you, from us here in mid-Missouri to you right there on your couch. So let's take a look, shall we? Okay, so we've got up here on the top, of course there's a little bitty weather vane up there, and I mean it is small, but served its purpose. Most incredible though, folks. Look at this. This place is just barely holding on as it is. We're going to do just a really quick exterior video. This is what it looks like. Of course, the walls have fallen out on some of these. But gorgeous remnants nonetheless. We've got some really crazy high grasses back here. Oh, amazing Missouri wildlife. And then we get up to this point. Like I said, this isn't a really big place, but the point is, it's still here. It's still here for us to find. It's still here for you to see. It's an incredible place. All right, very high grass. And this is the side of the building. And then we have this really big concrete slab structure. At first, here, let me get on this side here so I can kind of show you the depth of things. At first, I was really excited because I thought, oh man, what if this is a sub-level structure? When to find out, I don't think it is whatsoever. As I have walked the perimeter, I've seen no entrance. And you know, you can see these pieces right here where it's kind of cut out, but there's nothing under it. So it looks like it was just built up to handle some of the business. So let's take a walk around, shall we? We shall. All right. Now, I'm going to stop with about right here on this side because over to my right is actually someone else's location and I don't have permission to see it. So we're just going to kind of spin around really quick. And there's the back of it. Isn't that cool? Oh, it's too cool, folks. It really is. And like I said, it's not a huge place, but it's definitely a place. So we get to see it and show it to you. And if you can't tell by the tone, I am super stoked. This is my kind of thing to do. So, let's go right back around. Let's go right back around here. We've got a little bit of our vehicle there. Got to watch out for that. Let's see. One more shot down this side. And then we are going to rock right down here across the front. Got some pipe work on the front here. Now notice, look at all this vine growth that has completely overtaken the concrete staircase, which leads up to the front door. Neat. Extremely neat. See, look at that. Ooh. I love it. Go all the way up the tippy top. I don't know if you can see that little weather vane up there. Back down to some windows that have been gone for a very long time. Now we're going to take you down the side that is almost completely destroyed. And it's super cool. Let's see here. That wall is completely gone, exposing the underworks, which we will crouch down a little bit. Yeah, for underworks. Not really going to get up in there because there are creatures that don't like us. I'm sure of it. Here is the room. This looks like it would have probably been the receiving room. Just by the shape of that window right there and the door that's immediately to the left, you can imagine probably someone would step up and pay their bill for the collected molasses. I believe this place actually used molasses to turn into seed or to feed. There isn't a lot of information on this place, oddly enough, which usually in our exploration videos, we have a ton of the history to share with you. But in this case, not a lot of people know a whole lot. They just remember that it was some sort of a plant that used molasses for feed. Now check out that up on the top. Isn't that cool? Venting and fan works. We go straight back down here. And then we get into, this is where we're going to go in and show you how cool this is. A lot of you folks that have never seen flood damage, well, in 1993 we had a massive one. And it wiped out most of Franklin. But some of these places, like I said, are still standing. So, what do you think? Should we go inside? Oh yes, we shall. All right. Now, look at this. We'll start with this wall. An old door, of course. That thing could not be used if it had to. There's so much stuff and mud and silt built up on the other side of it. It is wrecked, but beautiful nonetheless. Amazing place. We'll bring it back up just a little bit to give you a good shot of what we are looking at. This is the wall. That's the big door. There's a loading dock up there on my left, I think, which we will also check out. You know, just a lot of little stuff. I mean, there was I couldn't find, strangely enough, an expiration date on this canister. I did find some other things in here that had expirations on them, but you could tell that it was someone who's been in here more recently, as they expired in October of 2018, which is 1 month away from right now. So, not a lot of interest in that. But one of the really neat things that you'll see is this place is only marked by flood destruction. You do not see spray paint everywhere, vandalism. We do not like vandalism. That ruins a place, just ruins it. So we'll go up here, look at the ceiling. And then just kind of slowly pan down so you have an idea of what we are looking at here. Tons of stuff just left here. Amazing, isn't it? So fascinating. Wow, it's a huge tank right here. Would have been used for some sort of farm chemicals. Wow. We'll come back over. And then we will pan right back up so that you can see the front of this back room. And then back up. Wow, look at all of that. This is fascinating, folks. It really is. To be able to come out, video this stuff, just to be able to come out and explore it. You know, it's fascinating. So fascinating. Just sitting out here day and night, no one paying it any attention. These old power boxes, imagine those underwater. As most of this building was, as I'm going to show, I'll show you, there's actually a bathroom up here. You know, this old stuff sitting around. There's actually a bathroom in here that's elevated. Let's go around. And it actually has the dirt that drifted in from the flood and settled. Check this out real quick. Take a kneel. There we go. Some of that venting work. Heating, cooling, things like that. Okay, this is incredible. We're gonna work our way. Got a couple old, these are sanders. Some sort of grinders. We gotta watch our footing. See those steps right there? Gonna work our way. See, look at all of that. It's just stuff just left in here. I wonder whose all this is. I do know that it's owned. I have not met the man, but I don't know that any of this stuff is his. I believe he may have just ended up with it. But this right here looks like it would have been the like a loading dock. I'm not certain, but it's what it seems to be. And it's a good 4.5 feet off the ground. So you can tell right there. Now let's go up these little steps. You can see the dirt on the steps from the flood waters. And then as we go up, I'm going to look right up here. Look at all of that stuff. Good grief. It's everywhere. This is so incredible. My favorite phrase for all of this is, it's fascinating, because it absolutely is. It's just sitting here. And it has been for years. Like I said, the last, one of the last big floods, I think, 93, in the 93 to 95 range. I think the really big one was 93. What's going on around? And then we have this wall right here is one of the outside walls for the bathroom. Okay, so now let's check out the bathroom. This is really cool. Alright, there's the wall that leads down to the doorway. Now check out the floor. As we go inside here, you can tell that toilet right there. You can see that the dirt comes up to the toilet bowl itself. We'll come back up. We will go over here. Look at this. I'm try to get myself in here. Look at this bathtub. Isn't that incredible? Look at how full it is. All that dirt. Wow. That is incredible stuff, folks. Look at that. Of course, back here we've got an old water heater, and it goes all the way down. Wow, it's pretty dark in here. I don't have really good lighting, but let's go ahead and leave the bathroom. But that's what, I mean, that sink, look at that. Let's get down here kind of eye level with the tub. Look at how far up this dirt is. It's incredible. Wow. Now, we're leaving the bathroom and going back into the actual main part of the working bay, I guess you'd call it. Check this out. Is that like a possum? Neat. Alright. Then we'll go back up. Check this out. I'll step in here just a second and I'll spin us around. And we have another bathroom. And it's ransacked. I mean, look at all that buildup. And all those deposits. That would have been where they would have kept paper towels. And of course we've got an old light fixture. And I opened up this cabinet because, you know, everybody wants to see what's in there. It's some kind of a urinalysis test. And then we close that mirror back. It's, yeah, dinged up from floodwaters. We get up in here. Check this out. Just the walls and everything are all kind of molded up and nasty, so we don't want to get too close with it. When we come back out here, we have a ransacked couch. It has been there for a very long time. Got an old shelf in the ceiling, which is completely falling out. Let's get over here and I'll turn us around yet again. And look at the front of that couch. It's tipped over, of course. It's completely rotten. It smells pretty bad in here. Once again, you know, if you're going to do exploring like this, we highly advise some sort of a respirator, as the hantavirus is a vicious thing. It is very vicious, and you don't want to get caught up in it. Anywhere you got mouse or rodent droppings, bad news, folks. Look at these ceilings, completely shot. Isn't this fascinating? It's in a continual state of decline. We've got some spare wood up here. Huh. Yeah, mosquitoes are everywhere out here, folks. And we've got an big old chair. We've got a knockdown door right here we got to be careful for. Once again, I apologize for the traffic sound, but hey, we're right next to a pretty busy interstate. And we come right up, give you a shot of this. Now, check out the front door from the inside. We'll walk right around here and show you just really quick. Oh, hey, look at what happens to a book that's been left in a flood. Let me get down here so you can get a good look at it. Neat, huh? Isn't that fascinating? You can still see some of the words. I have no idea what kind of book this was. There's no way to tell. It is shot. Okay, now back up to the door here. Isn't that fascinating? Look at those vines. Oh, there went a truck. See, that's exactly how close to the road we are. Gosh, doesn't that vine work? Isn't that incredible how time takes over? Whew, I love it. Okay. Alright, now let's see here. An interesting, it looks almost like an old light ballast. Oh yeah, it is. Wow, okay. It sure is. Wow. Oh yes. Over here, I actually found an old Mountain Dew bottle, and it's glass. I looked and looked, and I could not find an expiration date. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Alright, set that back down. There's really not a whole lot left. I checked these cans over here. Each one of them are unopened, but they expire October the 18th, or October 2018, which is what I was telling you earlier, which is 1 month away. So not much to share with that. Check this out. I believe this is an old rheostat. It's kind of hard to see what's in it. It says day and night. It still turns, but it's fascinating. We got where the old phone line would have been. Got some more vine work on the floor, as I like to call it, vine work. Let's back up a little bit. I gotta watch how much I get through these windows because there are vehicles. Okay. Incredible. Let's make our way out into this last part. I gotta watch where I view because, like I said, directly up. If I pick the camera up, you would see the next person's belongings, and that would not be okay. Look at that. This vine work. Oh, I love it. It's fascinating. But this is where I said would probably have been the place where you would pick up or pay for your supplies. Okay. An old key. It's not very old, but still. It's neat. It's very neat. Whew, that's loud. A lot of these floors you got to be very careful on. You don't know when they're going to see. You don't know when they're going to go. We'll try to stay away from those. Later, let's go right back. We're going to do a walk back through the building, and that will be the wrap. Isn't this fantastic? Just seriously, being able to go out. Look at how high. Okay, for instance, the couch. Okay. And then look at how high this sediment has built up. You got to try to imagine, you know? Try to imagine all of this being underwater. All the way up to the top and past this ceiling up to the roof itself. Franklin was devastated. There just really wasn't much left. I mean, oh. It really is fascinating that there are still places remaining that you can check out. And then this, of course, we have, look at that, Missouri wildlife. Go wildlife. Wasps or dirt daubers, not really sure, either one. Pretty neat creatures. Don't want them in my house, but they're pretty neat creatures. Here, we'll take a walk out here on this dock. I'm trying to watch my footing so that I don't make any really loud racket. I don't want to hurt anyone's ears. Okay, let's go. Woo. Incredible. Incredible. I love it. We'll come right down. You see that door? Now check this out. I'm going to spin back. Don't get dizzy with me. Don't get dizzy. We'll make it. This is part of the ductwork, okay? So if I raise the camera up here, I'll tilt to the side so you can see what we're going to check out. You see this shaft right here? It runs all the way up to the top of the building. Check this out. Oh, that is so cool. Isn't it? That is so neat. Wow. All right. Let's come down. And we'll go back this way. And I'll take you to the top of that concrete slab that I showed you from the outside. Of course, see, here's a break in the building. Everybody watch your footing. Don't want to get hurt. Concrete slab. Got to keep the camera kind of tilted down, but still give you an idea of what we're on. Because that other side is owned by someone. We don't want to upset anybody. That would be the exact opposite of our intended purpose here, folks. So we're going to walk to the back and show you the back. Yeah. Isn't this cool? So fascinating, guys. Something just sitting out here day and night for us to share with you. Of course, like I said, we got permission first from the person who does own it. All right, well, that's about it, guys. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Stay tuned. Click the subscribe and the love button, if you will, and we will bring you more fascinating things as we explore them. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. We'll see you soon.